Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at NVIDIA Corporation, ticker symbol NVDA. Very important week for NVIDIA. It's a week after the earnings, which we covered live. And what we're going to do is see how this is going to trend on the week after. The week of the review is important, the day of the review is important, but what's more important is the week after the review, in my opinion, just to see what the market, once it's digested all the information from the earnings, what's the trend going to be? Yes, it's volatile during the day of the earnings, and we trade that volatility. However, the week after will set up the trend for the stock. Is it going to start downtrending, going back to under $100, or are we on our way to all-time highs? Hit the like button to find out. If you do enjoy our analysis and coverage of NVIDIA, please do hit the like button. If you haven't already, please do subscribe as well. Leave your specific comments in the comment section below and I'll answer every single one of your comments. But yes, let's get straight into it. What a week it has been for NVIDIA. What did I say before the earnings? I'll quickly touch on this, but obviously what's more important, what's going to happen next. Everything I say during this live video, I want to stress this because some people don't understand this, is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold the stock. I'm doing this for entertainment purposes. I'm doing this for educational purposes in terms of the charts. It's my opinions only, and I do not offer financial advice of specific stock buying. I never will on YouTube. So the stock is what happened, which I said, two options. There's always, you need to set up your limit orders for, well, I need to set, the way I trade is I set up limit orders for earnings. One is has at least two. One limit order to buy, one limit order to sell. You cannot predict the future, so we want to be prepared for every outcome. What did I do? We go onto the daily time frame. Just we covered it live on the show before the earnings. I had my limit order set up at $116. This has not changed. This is my scribbles from before the show showing you where I'm going to buy it and where I was going to sell it if it was going to go there, which I said is less likely, was $140. Our sell level didn't get hit, but our buy level did. Our next buy level was in this support area between $96 and $102. So we've hit our first buy zone. Where do I think it's going next? So this week is going to be important. The trend is your friend. What's the trend showing us? Unfortunately, what the trend is now showing us is we've had a high, the all-time high. We had a lower high. We did have a few lower highs, which resulted in me saying we're coming down to $100. Yes, we went below it, but we were very bullish after that. And in a matter of a week, we did actually end up making 38%. My stance is changing a little bit. We did break out of these lower highs. However, now we're putting in a more of a midterm lower high. This is a sort of a topping out structure. A lot of people selling, a lot of people getting liquidated. I think we might have lower to go. If we hold $117, this level specifically right here where all these supports are converging, this will be a good sign. We can go all the way down to $113 and bounce back. If we don't see a bounce back, if we don't hold the levels we're at currently, then unfortunately it looks like the trend is still lower highs. This would end up being a lower high, and then we're going to go down to levels that we saw not too long ago between $95 and $102. So our next limit order to buy the stock will be triggered. And what happens after will be even more important. A lot of people online are now saying AI bubble. I've heard this term a lot now, and this could put fear in investors' brains. It's all about emotions. Everyone, the media, YouTubers, not us, play with retail investors' emotions, and the larger traders will trade off that as well, getting you liquidated. So you need to be prepared for every outcome. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. We might come to $100 and just hold this level. However, if the sentiment changes, what we don't want to see is coming down to $197 and then breaking this level. If we break $100 again, my prediction is we'll go down to levels between $70 and $75. And I have enough money to buy at levels like this. If I manage to create leave enough money on the side to buy at these levels. This is where I'm going to make most of my money, because I'm sure NVIDIA over the medium term will hit all-time highs again, but it depends how quickly. So I want to have enough money set aside. The trend is, we need to keep an eye on it. It is lower highs. So I just want to prepare you for that situation where it does continue going down. You need to prepare for every situation. In my opinion, we have to take it day by day, week by week. I'm just giving you an overview of what can happen. I give that a 30-40% likelihood that we come all the way down here, which is quite high in my opinion. Probably 25 to 30% that we come all the way down to 73%. But quite likely that we come down to 100, maybe a 50-60% chance, just because the trend is coming to the downside. For that not to happen, we need to hold $116 all the way to $113 this week. If we stay above these levels, it can be fine. We're not putting in lower lows. And then if we break $132 again, we can go to all-time highs. So if you're really bullish on this stock, keep an eye on this area here between $112 and $116. You don't want to break that. If you break that, it's quite likely that we're going to $100 based on the charts. If we hold this level, we can go straight up to all-time highs and continue higher. However, in my experience, the trend is putting in lower highs. What's more likely, if we don't hold this level, is come down to $100, bounce a little bit, everyone gets excited, and then it falls below $100, and then we can start looking at $70. So be very careful. Of course, I'm not going to say this is definitely going to happen. That's why I like to prepare for both situations, and that's why I give you my opinion on both scenarios. No one can predict the future. If anyone promises you they can predict the future, click away from their video. I offer both sides of it. I will tell you what I think is more likely to happen, but there's no point me saying this is going to happen. We're 100% going to all-time highs, or we're 100% going to break $100. I have to give you both scenarios. No one can predict the markets. We can have an edge. Right now, I'm looking at this long term. I don't care about trading this stock. I don't care how low it goes. I'll have limit orders set up at each place. I've bought the stock $116. The next place I want to buy is $102. The next place I want to buy personally is $91. The place after I want to buy is $75. And I'll have money to buy at each of those levels. And where do I want to sell? $140. I want to sell at $172. Those are my sell levels. If I manage to buy some at $70, where's the next place I'll sell? $97. I'll take profits at each of these levels. If I buy lower, I'll take profit quicker. Not all my profit, but I'll take profit quicker. You just need to be prepared for every scenario. Don't be all in on leverage. In my opinion, it's not the right thing to do. It's very manipulated, this stock, and I don't like using that term. But bigger traders will flush you out with leverage, and then you end up losing. Just holding NVIDIA long term is one of the best companies in the world, $3 trillion market cap. It's a nice growth stock. So yes, I'm giving you both situations. I will update you next week on the charts of this stock. But for now, if you want to continue the uptrend, just keep an eye out between $113 and $170. If we break that, we continue lower. If we hold this level, then what we want to do is make higher highs, which means breaking $130, $136, and then we'll be at all-time highs. If we break all-time highs, my next target is $172. If you did enjoy the update, if you have any specific questions, let me know in the comment section below. There'll be 2 videos up here and down here, maybe a playlist as well for you to look at. We've just got a super chat.
Rick McGrath donated $2 through a super chat. Let's go NVIDIA, 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 NVIDIA. Rock on gesture. Cool face.
Thank you, Rick McGrath. Join us every Sunday where I will take your specific reviews. Join us during the week where the owner of this channel, Martyn Lucas, will be live during the opening bell and closing bell every trading day, and he can do a fundamental analysis for you. But until next time, take care of yourselves and eat.